At least one person is dead and nearly a dozen others hospitalized after a 13-year-old behind the wheel of a stolen car crashed into two others. Wreckage still littering the intersection of College and Court Streets in Woodland where it all happened.
Wow, this is another one that's a tragic outcome.
Wreckage littering the intersection where cars caught fire after the crash. Woodland police say an officer saw a vehicle driving erratically and tried a traffic stop when the driver took off northbound on College Street where he hit two other cars. Who was behind the wheel? A 13-year-old boy who police say stole the car from a family member.
You know, there's going to be a lot of damages to pay for, and there's going to be a trick in trying to figure out what the insurance company, which one's the right one, and there'll probably be multiple.
Well, it was a very short pursuit, so the hope is that their lights and siren are going to end the behavior that the person is having. And at 13, sometimes the driver of a vehicle at 13 doesn't make a very rational decision.
It sounds like the police, you know, aren't at fault, but that never can be too sure. It sounds like it was very short. They hit the siren and this thing goes nuts.
In this case, Woodland police say a woman was killed and 10 others were transported to the hospital, 3 of them children, including the driver himself.
I'm not exactly sure how 10 other people got injured, but all of them are going to have a claim against the owner of the car's insurance policy, as well as their own if they're lucky enough to have uninsured, underinsured motorists, that kind of thing. And there may not be enough to go around for everybody. That's another serious problem for those that were injured. If you have a small policy and have to divide it among that many people, that's a problem. This is a huge problem for parents. You know, they're going to want to know if this kid had any, you know, past history of this kind of thing, of whether it was, you know, stealing or borrowing a car or any sort of criminal record or being out of control. If this kid has some kind of history with that, that's going to cause greater liability for the parents. And there may have been a duty on them to, you know, hide the keys better or, you know, protect the public from this kind of thing happening. And if they were too casual or about that kind of thing, then that's going to be a bigger problem for them, and they could ultimately be held personally liable, their own assets being at risk from this if they own a house. So it's super serious. You know, just saying, hey, my kid did this is not always going to work as an excuse. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.